plan to grow your business? By the time you're done today watching this video, you're going to have some practical strategies for growing your business. First, we're going to look at the various ways you can scale your business. Then I'm going to help you get started on your strategy. And lastly, I'm going to ask you a question that's almost never asked, but will definitely have an impact on how you move forward on this topic. You ready to go? Let's get started. My first question to you is, how do you want to grow? When we talk about business growth, that can look like many different ways. Are you trying to sell more of your product or service? Are you trying to sell more of your product or service to each individual client so that they're buying more from you at one given time? Are you looking for strategic partnerships like joint ventures where you're bringing in another organization so that you can have bigger and better results? Maybe you're looking for research and development collaborations where you partner with another company and have a completely different spin-off as a result of your work together. Are you interested in licensing and franchising so that you're creating little mini yous, almost clones? Maybe you're looking at doing academic partnerships where you're partnering with universities either for labor from their students or maybe for ideas and experimentation. My point is there are many different ways that we can grow a business, and we have to get super clear, because just saying I want my business to be bigger is not a very reasonable goal. It's certainly not specific enough to be able to take action on. So how would you like your business to grow is the question. There's 5 things that I want you to keep in mind when you choose how you want to grow your business. There are a few different ways we can do this. We talked about some of the things you might be interested in, but let's talk about how we can strategically grow a business. So number 1, let's look at how we can actually grow our businesses. Number 1 is market expansion. What is your current market? Are you only serving a particular city? Maybe you want to start serving some of the surrounding cities. Maybe you want to open up to the state or even the country. Think about how you can reach more people. Maybe you're a brick and mortar organization, but you can actually facilitate online sales by setting up a better system for sales distribution on the web. So expanding your market just means expanding your territory. That's one option. Number 2 is product diversification. So maybe you're known as the organic floss company, and I don't really know what organic floss is, but we throw the term organic around for marketing purposes. Let's just go with it. So maybe you're the king or queen of organic floss. Maybe you start selling things like organic deodorant, or maybe you even sell things like organic Afro sheen. I know my hair is braided down right now, but as you've seen on some videos, I actually have a pretty massive afro. So you'd be bringing me in as your clientele if you can give me some organic Afro sheen. 10 points if I can get it through the airport and check on. I just have to throw that out there for you. Number 3, the third way to grow your business, is probably actually one of the easiest ways, but the most overlooked, and that's simply customer retention. Start looking at how many of your customers fall off or how many of them come back to re-up on whatever it is you're offering. If you have a customer that's leaving, especially if you're B2B, make sure to have an exit interview. Understand what could be done better, what are you missing, so that you can start to make changes to retain more of your customers. Customer retention is the easiest way to grow a business because you already have the attention of these people. It's just a matter of convincing them that they should stick with you. Another one of the strategies is through digital marketing. So if you're only doing things brick and mortar, old school, word of mouth, digital marketing is simply word of mouth on steroids, especially if we start using social media. Yes, you can put online commercials on websites and on social networks and ads, but it's really when people start spreading it where the magic happens, because now it becomes a referral. So digital marketing, depending on your business model, can be an excellent way to grow your business. The last way to grow your business is probably the least sexy, but can potentially churn out the best results, and that is simply operational efficiency. Many businesses operate in ways that are not efficient. And because they're not efficient, they waste a lot of time. They have a more negative customer experience because it takes longer for us to deliver on whatever promises we made to the customer. So by looking for ways to operate at a faster pace, cut down on waste, potentially cutting down on people, because, and I'm not saying we shouldn't have employees, but if an organization is wasteful to the point where there's double entries and there's a lot of operational inefficiencies, you're likely paying people to do things that could actually be automated. So even if you had one less employee because, and again, it's not that the employee wasn't wonderful, they're only there because you really weren't operating at your best capacity. One less of them means that that money can now go into your marketing budget. Now it can go into things that actually improve the customer experience. Maybe it's even going into ways to reward customers for their loyalty or reward referral partners. So we want to look at operational efficiency as a potential way to grow a business as well. Now, I don't know if you've taken a moment to subscribe to this channel, but if you haven't, this is my little plug just for a second. Make sure you take a moment to subscribe because I have some more juicy strategies for you coming up. So now that you've decided how you want to grow your business and you've looked at some of the potential methods I shared with you, I gave you 5. Maybe you selected 1 or 2. My suggestion would be actually to start with 1 and see what your results are, and then maybe you can add another one later. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. Now is the time for you to start setting aside the budget so that you can follow through on which one of those strategies you're going to use. If you're going to improve the efficiency of your organization, you might have to bring in an outside consultant to help you. If you're going to improve customer retention, you might have to bring in an outside consultant to help you. I think you see the trend here, right? Now, some things you can do in-house as well, but it might involve you sending some of your team members to training or you yourself attending different trainings to help you in these particular skills, depending on the area that you're wanting to utilize to grow your business. So start saving now, put that money aside now so you can get started. I mentioned in the beginning that I was going to ask you a question that's rarely asked, and this is the time I'm going to do it. Why do you want to grow your business, especially if you're the owner? I want to ask you that question. Do you want to grow your business because that's just what's normal and you're supposed to do it? Or are there people outside of you that are saying, oh, the business could be this, they're making suggestions? Is it an ego thing? The reason I'm asking you this question is that growing a business does not necessarily, if you're an entrepreneur, always give better returns or lifestyle to the entrepreneur themselves. You might be making more money now than you would if you tripled the size of your business. You might have much less risk now than if you were to quadruple the size of your business. You might be spending more time with your family now than you would if you doubled the size of your business. That's just my heart question for you. Normally I stay very technical and I take you through strategies and things, but I do want to ask you this question. Are you prepared for the lifestyle shift that might accompany you scaling? Because again, scaling does not always make life better for the business owner. Now, once you answer that question, and maybe it will make your life better, maybe it accomplishes some incredible goals, maybe you're going to pass down this larger business through your family. You might have great plans like that. Or you might be someone like me who's constrained how much she's willing to scale because I actually have a lifestyle I'm trying to maintain that I really enjoy. We get to make whatever choice is the best choice for us. But making the best choice involves strategic thinking and a little bit of planning. Speaking of which, you're going to notice in the description of this video, there's a link for you to download the Future Ready Playbook. This playbook is going to give you all kinds of great activities and ideas on how you can future-proof yourself, your career, or your business. Make sure you download it today.